My name's Ava. I'm a Scorpio.
No. What's your last name?
Ava Combs.
What's your other last name?
Ava Barone.
In 2020, during the pandemic, Diddy went live on Instagram to introduce a young white girl as his adopted daughter. She smiled awkwardly as he urged her to repeat her new name. At first, it seemed like a heartwarming moment, a powerful mogul stepping in during chaos. But something felt off. Fans shared with emojis, but unease simmered beneath. Ava vanished soon after. No birthday posts, no family TikToks, no casual glimpses. She was always around Diddy's sons, never his daughters. Her body language tense, uncomfortable. It didn't feel like family. It felt like PR. Then Terrence Howard spoke. His testimony on Diddy's alleged predatory behavior included a cryptic reference to an unexpected situation. Howard described Diddy inviting him over for acting lessons. But no scripts, no rehearsals, just staring. Howard's assistant warned, Diddy isn't looking for acting lessons. Communication stopped. In this industry, once you compromise your manhood, you never get it back. Fans connected dots. Was Ava part of the same pattern? Was the adoption about access? Control? Diddy learn from others who use power to exploit? Ava's introduction wasn't a family moment. It was a stunt, a calculated play to soften his image during the pandemic. Gene says Ava was paraded like a trophy, then cut out. No school photos, no updates, just silence. Industry insiders suspected evidence existed. Federal agents are combing through Diddy's devices. Ava Baron Combs, once introduced and then erased, is now the question. Where is she? What happened after the cameras turned off? A man who shares every party and birthday has never mentioned Ava again. The silence is deafening. The internet dug for clues, timelines, screenshots, trying to unlock what that awkward live stream really meant. No adoption records, no school listings, no tagged photos. Ava was introduced then digitally erased. Lawsuits followed. Diddy's sons Justin and Christian Thomas faced trafficking and assault allegations. These aren't old claims, they're fresh and deeply disturbing. Ava appeared only around the sons. Was she adopted to be protected or controlled? You either get used or you start using. I adopted you like Madonna did. That comparison aged poorly. Madonna's adoptions have faced allegations of trafficking and manipulation. Diddy's reference didn't feel like bragging. It felt like a confession. The timeline. Ava appears, pandemic hits. Diddy's image needs softening. Ava is paraded, then erased. Meanwhile, new allegations surface involving minors, some trafficked, some filmed. This is a federal investigation now. Cassie Ventura, Diddy's ex, shattered illusions, describing being trapped, silenced, forced into exploitative situations. Is Ava part of the same machine? They can't charge him for what we saw, but we can unsee it. If footage exists, the truth is out there, waiting to explode. Sources say Ava is no longer missing or silent. She is cooperating with investigators. Ava, once paraded like a trophy, is now a key witness. Her testimony could unravel years of cover-ups and expose a system protecting powerful men behind fame and fortune. Diddy's empire is crumbling from the inside out. The noise can no longer be silenced. Those who once celebrated him are silent now, because they know what it means when former bodyguards talk, when 50 Cent stops joking, when federal agents seize hard drives. Where once people asked, where's Ava? They now ask, what does Ava know? This isn't just a fall from grace. It's an implosion. If Ava testifies, it will be the reckoning this industry desperately needs. For once, the silence is broken. Whereas Ava, the truth is coming. But let's dig deeper. This story isn't just about one girl or one man. It's about a dark pattern in an industry built on fame and power. An environment where boundaries blur and victims are silenced behind the glitz. The family image, carefully curated, polished, can sometimes be a mask hiding much darker truths. Ava's awkward smile during that Instagram live wasn't just discomfort. It was a glimpse into a world where appearances don't match reality. She was introduced in front of millions, but then vanished from the public eye. It's the kind of disappearance that raises red flags. Why would a figure as public as Diddy allow a young girl, supposedly family, to disappear like this? Why no posts, no updates, no signs of a relationship after the big reveal? Questions swirled, but answers remained elusive. Terrence Howard's testimony added weight to the suspicions. His story about Diddy's strange acting lessons wasn't just odd, it was chilling. Howard's assistant's warning was a quiet alarm. Those close to the situation recognized the signs of exploitation. Howard's cryptic reference to compromising your manhood suggested a cycle of abuse, manipulation, and power imbalance that reaches far beyond one encounter. Fans piece it together. The adoption, the live stream, the silence afterward. They all form part of a disturbing pattern. Gene Deal, the former bodyguard, provided another layer of insight. His insider perspective revealed how the industry works behind the scenes. Either you get used or you start using, he said. A harsh truth about survival in a system where power corrupts and predators thrive. According to Deal, Ava's introduction wasn't a spontaneous act of kindness. It was a calculated PR move, designed to soften Diddy's image at a time when he needed it most. But once the public's attention shifted, so did the narrative. Ava disappeared. Deal suggested that people inside the industry knew what was really happening, and some even suspected that footage existed, evidence that could confirm the darkest rumors. Federal investigators taking a closer look at Diddy's devices signals that this is no longer just speculation. They're following leads, piecing together the digital puzzle. This isn't just a story about celebrity scandal anymore. It's about potential criminal activity involving trafficking, coercion, and abuse. The lawsuits piling up against Diddy and his sons added another disturbing dimension. Justin Commis named in trafficking allegations. Christian Commis facing assault charges. These are fresh cases with horrific details that echo the accusations against Diddy himself. And Ava's rare appearances with the sons, never the daughters, create a haunting connection. Was she a victim? A pawn? Cassie Ventura's lawsuit shattered any remaining illusions. Her account of being trapped, watched, silenced, and forced into exploitive acts showed how deep the problem runs. Her story gave voice to those who have been silenced for too long. And it raised the question, is Ava's story part of the same nightmare? The tension ratcheted higher when 50 Cent began teasing a documentary. His words struck a nerve. They can't charge him for what we saw, but we can unsee it. If he's sitting on footage, evidence, it could change everything. Now, sources say Ava is no longer missing or silent. She is cooperating with federal investigators. The girl introduced awkwardly on Instagram is now a key witness. Her testimony could expose the industry's darkest corners. It could unravel years of silence, cover-ups, and complicity. Diddy's carefully built empire is showing cracks. The man who once ruled music, media, and fashion is now watching his legacy crumble. Sudden PR moves, quiet payouts, vanished social media posts, all signs of a man on the defensive. The silence of celebrities who once stood by him speaks volumes. No tweets, no statements, no public support. They see the walls closing in and they're distancing themselves. Because when insiders like Gene Deal start talking, when 50 Cent's jokes stop being jokes, when federal agencies' devices, it means the noose is tightening. The internet has transformed from casual observers to digital detectives. Every post, every clip, every legal filing is scrutinized. Where once people asked, where's Ava? Now the question is, what does Ava know? And that shift could be the most important development of all. If Ava takes a stand, it won't just be another witness in a high-profile trial. She will be the voice of every victim who never got one, not just in Diddy's world, but across an industry that has long protected abusers. Her story could finally crack open the silence. This case isn't just about one man's fall from grace. It's a reckoning, a systemic implosion. Powerful men who exploited fame, fortune, and influence for decades are finally facing justice. And Ava's voice might be the key that unlocks it all. For years, the industry turned a blind eye, but now, the truth is too loud to ignore, the evidence too damning to dismiss, the silence too heavy to bear. Ava Baron Combs, once a mystery, is now the central figure in a story that could change everything. The girl who walked into a celebrity's home seeking salvation may have found something far darker. Her courage to speak up could be the beginning of the end for a system that thrives on silence. The question remains, where is Ava? And more importantly, what will she say when she finally tells her story? The truth is coming,